Today I'm going to show you how to make a rainbow loom wallet. In order to make this, you need to make two full loom cornrows, which I'm going to show you how to do. Alright, so let's get started. To make the full loom cornrows, you're going to set up your loom in two different directions. This is the easiest way to do it, I believe. And the first row, you're coming in one peg, and you're going to go straight across, twisting it in an 8. And you're going to stop one peg set short of the end. So you're stopping right here. That's your... Right, for your next row, you're going to put them on diagonally. All the way across, starting from the beginning all the way to the end. And push everything down.
You want to use when they pick you up.
And then you're going to do one more row vertically, right on top of your row that was twisted. And that was my daughter talking in the background, in case you were curious. Talking to our cat. Need a few more yellows. One more yellow. Okay, now at this point, you're going to go down through and pull the bottom one over the top. And with the loom set up the way it is, all you have to do is turn it and do the next row. This loom is set up for a right-handed user. If you are left-handed, you're going to want to reverse the way it's set up. Okay, push everything down. Then you're going to add another row of diagonals. And pull the bottom over the top, all the way around. I know these bands are in the wrong place because it should, since I'm using two colors, it should be like a sandwich between the two colors. If they're not, then they're out of place. That's why I'm catching the mistakes in the band order. See how it's green, yellow, green? That's the way it should look. If it isn't, see how this is out of place? That means my bands are just rolled in the wrong position. So that's how you can tell if your bands are laying wrong. If you're using all the same color, then it's a lot harder to tell and harder to catch. Push everything down. Okay, and the next one you're going to do is your vertical. And then from here on out, everything is just repeating. So after this row, I am going to pause and finish this off and show you how to take it off the loom. So the bands I'm using, you can get on Amazon.com. They are from the Lucky Loom Company. I usually get asked that at least once in my questions. The hook I'm using is a crochet hook, and you can get them at just about any craft store. This one is, let's see what millimeter this is, 3.5 mil. come in all different sizes. And I have all different sizes because I use different sizes for different things. I use smaller ones when I'm doing fork tutorials and bigger ones when I'm doing the loom. Okay, from here on out, everything just repeats. So if you need to see it again, rewind and watch this part again. And I am going to continue out, and when I'm ready to show you how to take it off the loom, I will come back. Now ready to take this off the loom. So the first step is going to be, I'm going to go down and pull all the bottoms over the top so I have only one band on each side. So on this side I've got two, so I'm pulling them both over. So I end up with one band on each side. Then I'm going to take the bands on this side, don't matter which side you're doing it from, and move them to the front. So everything's on one side of the bar. Everything's on one bar. You can use your hook or you can use your fingers, whatever's easier. You're just pulling everything across so it's all on one bar. I find it easier to do this part with my fingers. I tend to drop the bands when I do it with the hook, and then things fall apart, and then I'm very sad because I did all this work and things are falling apart. Alright, so once it's all on one, you can take that bar off the loom. So you only have one bar to work with. Okay, now to finish it off, what you're going to do is you're going to take these two and lift them off and move them down to the end. Then you're going to take this and pull it over it. And again, you can use your hook or your fingers. And you're going to take them off and put them back where they were. Then you're going to take these two, move them down, and you're going to lift these two over and move it down again. You're going to keep doing this all the way down. And you can see that it's slowly chaining it. I'm holding it behind when I'm pulling it over. It helps me to stretch it over. It's easier for you to do this with your fingers and do it with your fingers and put the hook aside. Doing it with the hook, even though it's a little harder for me to do it with the hook, just so that I'm not getting my fingers in the way, so you can see what I'm doing. Each time I'm pulling the bottom two over the top two. And our last one. We have a single one, we take it off, and this one is where we put our clip. Clip through it, take the hook off, and then I'm going to put the clip through the side. I prefer to tie things, but I'm doing the clip so you guys can see how I do it. This is a little tight looking, just give it a good stretch. Stretch it out. And there you have it, a full loom cornrow. And I did 2 of these because I'm going to use this to show you how to do a wallet. I also want to show you how to finish off the edge on this, because you notice it's got a ruffly edge. So what you're going to do for this is you're going to take your hook and you're going to find there's little loops in here. On the end, you're going to poke your hook through one of these little loops. You are going to grab the end and pull it through. Then you're going to grab your next one and pull it through. And keep going down the line like that. And just keep pulling it through the hole. You don't have to do this, but it will give you a nice finished edge on the other side, rather than having those big loops. As you can see, that gives you a nice finished edge at the end. And then you can put a clip at the end of this. I don't have any green ones. Let's see if I can find a pink. Yeah, I got a pink one. So we'll put a clip at the end of this for now until it'll hold it in place till we get to our wallet. See what a nice finished edge that gives. It looks so much better than the loops that were on it. Okay, now that I have my two cornrows, my two full loom sized cornrows, I am ready to put these together for a wallet. And I'm going to do that using my rubber bands. And what I did was I found my nicest side and decided which side I wanted for an opening. I'm using this for the top because I really think this side's the nicest. And I'm going to start here to go around. So I'm going to put a couple bands on the end of my finger to get started. Load it up. And I'm going to show you how I connect my pieces. We get focused in here. What we're going to do is you're going to go through both pieces. Make sure you get a couple bands on each side so you're good and connected. And you're going to grab your band and pull it through both and hook it on the other end. Then you're going to go through a couple more. Two on each. I'm going through two on this panel and two on this panel each time. And grab another one and pull it through both of those again. And then I'm also pulling it through these two. If you can't slide it through, then lift them over. That's my rule of thumb. If you can't slide the hook through, you can always lift it over. Okay? And then put it on the end. All right? Then you're going to do it again. Put it through two on this panel and 1, 2 on this panel. Hook it on, pull it through. Either pull it through these two or slide it over. Hook it on the end. 2 on this panel. 2 on this panel. Hook it on, pull it through, hook it on. Two on this panel. This panel's a little harder because my two aren't as easy to find. Guess I'll put it through an orange and a green. There. 2 on this panel. Hook it on, pull it through, hook it on the end. 2 through the first panel. 2 through the second panel, hook it on, pull it through, hook it on. So you see you're getting a chain going around that's connecting everything. Okay, I'm going to load up my fingers with some more, and we're just going to keep going around like this. Put it through 2 here, 2 on the other side, hook it on, pull it through the panels, pull it through the hoops, hook it on the end, put it through 2 on one panel, 2 on the other panel, grab it and pull it through the panels, pull it through the hoops, hook it on the end. Two on one panel, 2 on the other panel, grab it, pull it through the panel, oops, pull it through the hoops, getting ahead of myself, hook it on the end. As I get up to this clasp, I'm going to actually kind of weave these hoops through it, so that I can actually take all this off of this clasp. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Sorry, first time with my new mouse. All right, so I'm going to put it through this side, through 2. And when I go to do this side, I'm going to put it through that hole, and well, I'm not there yet. Put it through these 2 first. So it'll be in my next one. Pull it through, hook it on. So it'll be this one. So I'm going to put it under 2 on this side. And when I get over here, I'm putting it through the hole. And I'll put it under a couple behind it. Under a band behind it. But now it's through that hole, so that band is not going to fall off if I take out that clasp. So I'm going to do the same thing with the band on the other side of that. Put it through 2 here, put it through that band, grab the band on my finger and pull it through, and put it on the end. All right, let's grab some more bands. I know I've got 2 on here because I doubled up somewhere. So I was paying more attention to the clasp than what was on my bands. All right, so we're going to put it through the hole. Grab one, pull it through, put it through 2, put it through 2, pull it through all 3 this time since I had too many, and put it on the end. Okay, so we've got the whole edge. This clip can come off. So I'm going to unlock that and take it off. Because both of these bands are locked in place. Now, alright, so that's one full edge that you can see that's been done. I'm going to go all the way around the other edges the exact same way. So I'm going to do a little bit of this one for you to show you. And then I'm going to pause it and finish it off. So let me load up a few more on my finger and show you a little bit more. Okay. Under 2 on this side. Under 2 on this side. Oops, got more than 2. Let's pull it out. 2 and 2. Grab the band, pull it through, pull it through, put it on, under 2, under 2. So I'm trying to use the ones that are right at the end edging here. This side's going to be a little easier because it's got an end edging. Pull it through those, pull it through these 2, and put it on the end. Under 2 and under 2. Put it on and pull it through. And then pull it through our 2. Under 2 and under 2. Put it on, pull it through, and then pull it through. Okay, so I think I've done it enough times you should have an idea of how I'm doing this and how it's connecting our panel. So I'm going to continue and connect the panel all the way around, and then I'll come back and show you how to finish it off. Okay, I am about halfway through towards the middle. I'm almost towards the middle, so I'm going to actually stop right here and clip. And I'm going to start on my other side and work towards the middle. The reason I'm doing this is because my one panel is slightly bigger than the other. And I did this so that my wallet would be foldable. If they were the same size, my wallet wouldn't fold. And when I'm going around this, my stitching is not going to match up. If I would actually go around this and stitch it, as you see, it's not going to come out even. And no matter how careful you are, you're not going to end up with cornrows that are going to come out perfectly even in your cornrows, which is fine because then your wallet's going to be foldable, if you want it to be foldable. But if this is how your wallet ended up being, work out one end, clip it, work out the other end, clip it, because you want to have some space here in the middle that isn't stitched together. That way your wallet will fold nicely if you want a foldable wallet. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start on this end now, and I'm going to start working and connecting it in towards this middle. So I'm going to start attaching this side in toward down this side now. Alright, so I worked my way into the center, and this is where I'm going to put my clip. As you can see, I didn't get every stitch here in the center. I just did like every few stitches because that's where it was uneven, and I did it so that it worked in a round for me. And this is where it met, so these are the ones that are going to all go on a clip for me. This is the ones from this side. I pulled one into the other into a loop. You don't have to do that. You can put them all on a clip if you want, or you can pull them through each other and put them on a clip. I'm putting them all on the clip. Actually, maybe I'll use a yellow clip so it doesn't stand out so much. I think I will. I don't think I want a big pink clip standing out. And I think I'm missing one here. Yeah. So I've got one clip there. It'll actually be in my wallet. I could tie that if I wanted to, if I didn't want the clip to show up. This clip, I did the same thing I showed you on the other side. I pulled those hoops through. Oh, and I've got one hanging. I guess I missed it when I pulled my hoops through, so I'm going to tie that one. so you can see how I tie things. I'm going to pull this band through. And break it. And pull it through again. And I'm just going to pull this into the center so it's out of sight. And nobody can see it. Okay, so there you have it. Rainbow Loom Wallet. Oh, that one band's still sticking out. You need to get out of the way. Guess I'll just trim him off since he's hanging out. And I'm going to see if I can figure out a way to line this. That's my next project, figuring out a nice way to line this. But there is your Rainbow Loom Wallet. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.